Hello everyone, it's Dr. Cary Yurkiw. Welcome to today's webinar called Chiropractic for Kids. This is an important topic both in the clinic and for myself personally because I started seeing a chiropractor when I was a teenager, and that chiropractor really helped me with my knee pain and inspired me to become a chiropractor. And now here I am over 25 years later in practice, and I've helped a lot of kids in the clinic as well as many families. So I want to talk to you a little bit more about that today and explain how chiropractic can help children. So my name is Dr. Cary Yurkiw, and I am a chiropractor here in Kelowna, British Columbia. And I have over 25 years of experience working with people of all ages. And we've seen a lot of children in the clinic right from birth to teenagers. And I'm going to go over different conditions today that we can help children with. So first, what is chiropractic? And how does chiropractic help kids? So if you're not familiar with chiropractic, or maybe um, you don't know uh, how chiropractic works, I want to explain that a little bit to you today. So, how does chiropractic work? It's a philosophy first. So, it's based on a philosophy that was developed by Dr. Palmer in the 1800s. And he formalized this philosophy in 1895, and that's when chiropractic was started. And basically, it came out of a belief that if somebody had a nerve interference and that caused symptoms, that removing that nerve interference would restore the person's health. So what happened was a janitor in Dr. Palmer's building had an injury, and there was a bone out of place in his neck, and it affected his hearing. And then when Dr. Palmer did an adjustment to put that bone back in place, the janitor's hearing was restored, and there was a cause and effect relationship. And that's the philosophy behind chiropractic today. It's about restoring the function of the body, restoring the health of the body from the inside out. So there's been a lot of science done on chiropractic studies. There's more and more studies all the time uh, being carried out in chiropractic that validates the theories and the different evidence-based principles in chiropractic. And it's also an art. And what I mean by an art is uh, chiropractic is practiced differently by different chiropractors. And so there's different methods to achieve the goals that we just talked about. So what conditions can chiropractic help with? Well, chiropractic can help with joint pain, and a lot of children do come in with joint pain, and whether it's from an injury or maybe it's a sprain or strain, we see a lot of children with that. Uh, Conditions like spinal problems, problems with the nerves, and muscular issues. So those are some of the more common issues we see in the clinic with children. And specifically, we see things like scoliosis or a twisted spine. And we see this usually in teenagers, but we can see it in children younger than their teens as well. Children do come in with back pain. They do come in with neck pain. We have posture issues when they're going to school. Maybe they're playing a lot of sports, and that can cause problems to the spine and the joints as well. What age should someone go see a chiropractor? Well, I always say to parents, bring your child in so we can check them right from birth. So early on in the first few weeks or months, bring your baby in so we can just check the baby, check the alignment, make sure everything's in the right place. And sometimes during the birth process, there can be an injury. There's a lot of twisting and pulling, and that can cause something to shift. And uh, often in my practice, I've seen children come in that were crying and crying, and the mom or dad were trying to do all they could to comfort the baby, and nothing was working. Changing the foods, changing the sleeping times, and still the baby was crying and seemed to be uncomfortable. It was just a bone out of place in the spine causing a condition like colic, where the baby seemed colicky, but really it was that they were uncomfortable because something in their spine or a joint was bothering them. As the child grows, we want to make sure they grow properly. So we want to see them grow straight and have the right alignment as far as posture goes. And then later, when they're school age, they're carrying a backpack, or maybe they're uh, more physical with sports. We want to check and make sure that if there's any injuries, that the joints and the alignment is restored. And then teenagers, what we watch for is curvatures or scoliosis. These could be like C-shaped curves or S-shaped curves in the spine, and we really want to help kids uh, to grow properly, to have the right alignment and the function of their spine and the nervous system as well, because the nervous system comes from the brain down the spinal cord and out of the spine to all the parts of the body. So what can you do to help? Well, I would recommend that you take your child in to a chiropractor, let them check the alignment and the posture. You can help your children by having their desk set up right, and many children now sit at their desk, or maybe they're on their phone. So just reminding them about good posture, giving them the proper nutrition so that they can grow properly, and that could be nutrition like calcium for their bones, protein for their muscles. So talking to your chiropractor about nutrition and children that are growing, you want to support their well-being, and that includes physical, but also their mental and emotional health. And in sports, you want to encourage physical activity, but also if there's any injuries, you want to get them checked right away so they don't develop into chronic or long-term patterns. We are now accepting new patients in the clinic. So if you're interested in bringing your child to the clinic, you can book an appointment online, or you can just reach out to us. You can call the number below, or you can message us at this number. We'd be happy uh, to help check your child or your family. We are in Kelowna at the Landmark 4 building. So that's close to Harvey. It's those tall glass towers, the three of them together, where there's a white bridge going over Highway 97. So we're right in that building, Landmark 4, on the main floor on the left side. On social media, you can reach me at Dr. Cary Yurkiw. It's on Instagram. We're on Facebook and Twitter, so follow our pages, and you can listen to um, or watch our posts. And often we'll record a webinar and then post that as well on YouTube and on our podcast channel called Super Healthy. So you can follow our YouTube channel, Dr. Cary Yurkiw, and our podcast on Android and Apple is called Super Healthy. If you want to book an appointment, you can click on the link below, and we can usually get a patient in within 48 hours. So when they book an appointment as a new client, we can get you in within 48 hours, and usually the appointments last for about 30 minutes, that initial appointment. So go ahead and click on the link below. You can book an appointment, or you can contact us at this number, the 250-486-0062. I want to thank you for joining me today. We do have more webinars coming up, and you just have to go to our Eventbrite page. It's Yurkiw Chiropractic on Eventbrite, or you can type in Dr. Cary Yurkiw, and you'll be able to find the upcoming events. I'll put a link below for our Eventbrite page if you want to attend more webinars. We often post them on Facebook as well, on our Facebook page. So watch for that. And we hope to see you at the next webinar and in the clinic soon.